Everybody tell them hey. We're on our way to Smoky Mountains, and we are officially in Alabama.
Sweet Home Alabama right here.
This looks like we're flying when I'm looking like this. We're really not flying, but we are. What are we doing, Heads? We're going to the Smoky Mountains, where we got a late start because we had issues with our car, thanks Enterprise. And we got stopped because they were doing some road work. All that before we left out of Mississippi, so let's hope that's not the precursor for the whole rest of the trip. She's gonna play. Yeah, you're silly enough. So we'll keep you updated when we get to another state. So we're in Tuscaloosa now. It's 4:39. I think we left about 1:30, something like that. And we're only in Tuscaloosa. And if you can see the speedometer, that's how fast we're going.
And just FYI, I'm going to have to put a supercharger on the wiper motor when we get to the mountains.
Yeah, these wipers, they can tell the wipers aren't doing much. Can y'all see the name of this sign? Let me see if I can zoom in. It says Reliable Signs. Do you see? It's broke. Oh, you can't see. It's broken. So we've hit Georgia. There's no rain and no traffic, which is good, but of course it is 8:03, but actually it's really 9:03 because Georgia is an hour ahead. You can start to see the mountains.
Yeah, we didn't leave till 1:30, so I mean, you know, we've been on the road just a second.
Yeah, we left at 1:30, and we kind of still operate on our time, even if we're in Tennessee. We still kind of operate on Mississippi time, so you know, a little bit, unless it's time to eat breakfast, and then we get up early.
What about me?
Maddie says hey. She's junked up the back seat pretty good. It's just packed full of junk. So, the rocks. Oh, y'all can't see that. Maybe you can see it like that. The inside of these windshields are terrible when we got them. They sanitized them supposedly, but I got in. I got in and I Clorox wiped them, and then but the windshield looked like they just sprayed water on there and left it. Let's see. So
it wasn't even clear water. It was black water.
It was just, the windshield was just dirty, and then when it started to rain, and he couldn't see already because of the I don't know if it's the windshield wipers being terrible or something they supposedly cleaned the windshield with. I don't really know, but you can see where the stuff ran down the windshield on the inside, and they didn't, I mean, they don't give a darn. There's some more mountains. Of course, well, now you can't see them. But it's always, oh, there's my Lodge store advertisement. Of course, it's always much prettier in person than it is in, you know, a video. So if you've never been here, which a lot of you are from out of the states, then I think it's worth a trip here. I mean, we've been coming for 35 years or so, so and my family. Now, Jake and his family don't go like that, but me and my family do, and we like it, obviously. I wish my parents would have bought a house up here so that we wouldn't have to rent a cabin, but here we are. Anyway, it's pretty scenery. I'm sorry for the fast movement, but you can kind of see the two little peaks over there, a little bit through the trees. Hang on a little. You can see, oh, of course now it's not going to focus. Oh, there it goes. Okay. It's kind of dark, so we might, I'll show you guys the cabin when we get there, and then we will actually talk to y'all in the morning after that. Now you can really see the smudges on the window and the drops. Isn't that nice? Anyway, we just crossed over into Tennessee. We're not in Georgia, but maybe 30 minutes, huh?
Yeah, probably 30.
It's not long. But anyway, that's the Welcome Center. And we just came into Tennessee. We're about, from what I can tell, 2 to 2.5 hours from our cabin. We're fixing to be in Chattanooga, and then a lot of people go through Knoxville, but we don't. We go through, I don't know how to say it, so if you're from Tennessee, I'm sorry, but it's Lenoir or Lanier or whatever city is where we get off. We go through Maryville, Townsend, and Wares Valley, and our cabin is off of Wares Valley Road. So,
A lot of bears, just in case you didn't know.
yeah, Hadley said there's a lot of bears, in case you didn't know. But that's my mom and dad in front of us. And now it gets a little more windy, a little more narrow. Not bad, obviously. I mean, it's still the same width as anything else, but it always goes from like 3-lane to 2-lane, and then when you get on those little roads, it's, I don't know. It gets smaller and smaller, in my mind anyway. But that's it. We're in Tennessee, and hopefully this is the time, 8:23. Well, I showed you what time it was. It had to be 20 minutes because I showed them what time it was in Georgia, and it was like 8:03 or 8:06 or something. But anyway, but obviously that's 9:23 and not 8:23 anymore. So anyway, good morning.
Morning.
It's the first morning in the mountains.
We done got in the mountains.
And basically what happened was last night there was a tree down when we were going to go into our cabin, and it so we had to wait for them to clear it, and we didn't get to the cabin until after 1 this morning. So we got up at 8. Normally we're at the breakfast place at 8 to eat, but we left the place at 9 so everybody could get some sleep and everybody wouldn't be so grumpy. But I'll show y'all a little bit along the way. There's nothing really right here. It's just kind of a side street.
Nothing right here. Ain't no sense in showing.
It's a side street. We'll show them the cabin when we get back to it, okay? Hattie's going to take you around and show you the cabin.
And if anybody left any Oakleys in the cabin, I've got them. Get in touch with us. And I won't return.
Anyway, so we will, when we get to the actual strip in Pigeon Forge, I will video some for those of you who have never been here. I'm sure most of you have been. And sometimes it's just nice, whoa. It's nice to see some place that you miss if you like come here. So you can see the mountains right in there. There's lots of things to do up through here. You'd never get bored if you did all this stuff. Of course, everything costs money, but
There's a lot of fun stuff we can do, like go on rides, play games, see shows.
And this is head bury old grandpa's land.
yeah. But there's the mountain, which of course it's not even. I wish it would make it to where it was actually look like it does instead of make it look like it's shrinking down. Mountain. anyway, we have family history here. Some kind of greats. It's like 7th or 8th great grandfather. Somebody gave him land here.
The government.
In Pelahatchie.
It's not
Pigeon Forge. And anyway, through a series of events and things, they named it, my family named this town Pigeon Forge. And that's exciting to me because we've always come here and it always kind of feels like home.
Yeah, because it is our home. Really.
His son-in-law had a forge at the old mill. That's one he made.
So
the old mill was their store.
Mm-hmm.
And then the pigeons ran down the river. So they said pigeons. And then they were famous for their forge. So Pigeon Forge.
Anyway, the old mill is still
here.
And the historian guy that does the old mill gave us a tour of the old mill.
the actual mill part. There's
and
a restaurant.
told us about it because we were family.
That was restaurant. There's a restaurant there now, but the mill still works, and the still works, and the big stones that they use to grind the corn up with, he said the ones that are on there are only the second set that they've had on there. The other set is out in front of the little general store, and it will apparently they last a long time, but it was like, when was it? It was 1800s. I don't remember when that all this took place. So anyway, they're pretty old.
What was his name?
My grandfather's name was Mordecai Lewis, and his son-in-law was named William Love. So. And the mountains, actually, if you were here in the car with us, it looks a lot better than what it's looking like in this video. I'm not sure why. I wish that it would do like it does, like it is in reality, you know what I mean? But this is it so far. So there's lots of things to do in Pigeon Forge. If you come, we're going to carry y'all along with us.
Pigeon Forge is better than Gatlinburg.
Because Gatlinburg, we don't drink. That's not really our thing. So they have a lot of those moonshine places. Several moonshine places here. We don't smoke, we don't drink, we don't do any of that. The most we drink is Diet Dr. Pepper or some strong coffee. So. And tea. Yeah.
And chocolate milk.
So I mean, that part doesn't appeal to us at all, and it seems like it's taken over the whole strip in Gatlinburg. So Pigeon Forge is more family friendly now than Gatlinburg seems to be to us.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think. Yeah, but we go to Gatlinburg a lot usually we stay in Gatlinburg, but now we're in Pigeon Forge, but we go every morning just about to eat at the Log Cabin Pancake House, and it's the best pancakes that you can get. I don't care what reviews you watch about it, it's the best, believe me. We've been coming.
Yes, the ham ain't that great.
Hash browns, wasn't it?
It was the thin ham.
Yeah.
And the hash browns.
I mean, it's a hash brown, so
it's a potato.
It's a fried potato. But some people don't particularly care for their hash browns, which maybe you shouldn't order hash browns.
But we're very, very biased.
Pretty much, because it's our favorite place to go. But they do have the best breakfast. We've tried several other breakfasts, and now
it's even better than the Apple Barn.
Yeah, it is better than Apple Barn. And our very old grandpa, isn't that what you call him, Hattie? Our very old grandpa's house is what she calls it, but it's the Old Mills breakfast is pretty good too.
But not as good as...
Our favorite is still the Log Cabin Pancake House. This is just coming into Gatlinburg. Obviously there's nothing that much down there. There's the Abbey Lodge. Lord be with whoever needs that. And this is kind of it's the older stuff.
See, one time I want to stay in somewhere not like that.
Well, I would keep still, but my husband doesn't know how to use a brake.
Like that, you know. So if the water's high, I watch the water. No. Well, no, I want to be moisture than that. Be chilling, watching the folks.
I think we're almost there.
Yes, I could.
See, down here is where you want to get all your piercings, your tattoos. Not really, I'm just kidding.
Country folks don't wear tattoos, Daddy.
Country folks don't wear tattoos, Daddy.
It's
Rock
too
and
late.
rollers do.
I'm gonna have to blur out this car's tag in front of me.
It's too late then, baby.
There's that old red place that belongs to Blake Shelton.
Hello, Red. He's a nice dog.
Like, he's a
That's
doggy.
Did he ever say?
Traffic Saturday morning.
Got a nose that can smell something.
Alright, y'all, this is Pigeon Forge. We're coming back from a long day of, well, we went junking, and then we went to the lodge store to get me some cast iron, and then Hattie was bored, and we went and ate, and then went into the most horrible Walmart that we've ever been in. Look at those pretty mountains. And of course it doesn't do it justice in this little camera, but it's so pretty. It's so pretty. But Jake's trying to turn, sorry. Now it is 7:44, almost 8 o'clock. We are going to go into... We're going to go to the cabin. Look at that big cross. We can see it from our cabin. When we go to the cabin, Hadley and I are going to take a bath. We have a big bathtub in our bedroom. We'll wash it down real good, get in there, and we'll soak. And it's actually in the bedroom part, like not in the bathroom, but out there by the bed. So I can turn that big old TV on in there and get in the bath. I love a bath. A lot of people think it's gross. I love a bath. It's fabulous.
It is gross.
He's taken a bath before.
I don't think it ain't gross.
It ain't gross.
It is gross.
It is not.
It feels good, but it's gross.
It feels fabulous.
It feels good, but it's gross because you just sitting in dead skin floating.
Anyway, all right, guys. Well, we'll show y'all the cabin and stuff a little later on, and we'll talk to you later.